Scotsman.
All right, what's up, folks? Welcome to Foreign and Domestic. It's good to see everyone out there. Alan is working hard away, working hardly working something. It's good to be here. Good to see everyone out there so far jumping in. Jamie, would you get us started off right, brother? Gotta unmute yourself, brother.
See if we can do it right. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Alan, how you doing, man?
Oh man, I am completely and entirely ill prepared. Yeah, I got to get some ducks in a row here, but until I do that, let me see what YouTube says is out there. According to the participants list, um, man, oh man, I'm not ready for this. All right, we've got Edward Petty, Keith Gregory, New York Outcast, Ozzy Osbourne, uh, Teresa Blowen. Good to see you, man. Uh, Bald the Builder. He's not animated for your pleasure. And the YouTube auditor. Go eat a bowl of dicks.
Two of them, not just one. Two of them. Jamie, what's going on, man? How you doing? What you been up to?
Oh, doing pretty good. Got a full weekend at work at the reloading facility where you can purchase reloading equipment and components and such. Been a pretty good gig so far. Gonna do my second week starting tomorrow. Man, getting cold here in OH10. Woke up with that white stuff on the ground. They're predicting more coming in. Brr.
Yeah, damn white stuff, dude. It hit us Friday night. Yeah.
Not going to enjoy this.
No, it's only gonna get worse. Next week, this coming week's supposed to be pretty bad.
Yeah, I watch Ryan Hall, y'all, the weather guy here on YouTube. He's funny and stuff, and he's been pretty accurate about things.
Yeah, it's supposed to get pretty bad this coming week, so we'll see. They're saying we're gonna have a white Christmas for sure. It's just how many feet.
It might come all the way down there to see Jamie too, from what I've seen on the projected span of it.
Yeah, it might get a little bit.
I don't think so. It typically never happens. One night we had snow on Christmas night. Uh, Probably been 8 years ago, 6 years ago. Um, but I mean, the next morning it was gone. So
You know, it's funny. You always say you guys hardly ever get snow. When I first moved up there, man, you guys got hammered with snow. You got hammered with snow, and we got hammered with ice.
yeah, that's the problem. It generally starts as rain and then turns cold, and then the rain freezes, and then the snow piles up on top of it, and nobody goes anywhere for 2 or 3 days
That's
until
exactly it, dude. I was the only person leaving the complex. When I lived in that apartment, no one else was ever leaving.
I don't. It gets like that, man. I batten down the hatches, build a fire. You know,
We're gonna be single digits here. Very well. It was single digits today. What can I say? It's been slightly chilly, but it's not as bad as it has been in years past. So I'm thankful for that at least. Um, when it starts getting into negative double digits, that's when you're like, oh hell no. But eh, That guy still has to work.
Right. Yeah, we didn't get hit too bad last year or the year before. We're due for a pretty rough winter.
Yeah, they're predicting a pretty nasty one coming through this week and up over Christmas time.
Yeah.
Let's see what the weather's 36 degrees here and clear. Let's see what the full forecast is looking like.
Well, right now here it's 23 and clear.
Let's see. Tomorrow's going to be 25 tonight. High of 46 tomorrow, 46 Tuesday, 48 Wednesday, 52 and rain on Thursday. That's about as far out as I care to get.
Yeah,
Let's see
hell,
what the,
it's about 15 right now here, and we're gonna drop a couple more digits before the night's through, and we're gonna start seeing more of that crap tomorrow, more of that white crap coming in tomorrow, and gonna go all the way down to 9. So
What kind of funky joke is this on my weather app that they show a tent and a
I was
fire?
gonna say it's 23 degrees. They show the tent.
At 23 degrees, they show a tent. What the? I'm not going camping at 23 degrees.
I mean, it is typical kind of for Ohio, so. So what you been up to gun-wise, Jamie?
you know, man, I've been working on finished the shotgun last week, the coach gun. Got it nice and working. Probably going to sneak it outside here in the next day or two and pop off some of my hand loads, see how they act. Preparing for a new caliber. Let's see if I can get this. Are you ready?
woohoo!
Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy, going big.
That's insane, man.
I like it. I like it a lot.
You should have a little brass for that.
I know I've got at least a couple of pieces.
That's a 300 Win Mag. Man, that's still sticky. That needs to go in the tumbler. That did not come from Eugene, by the way.
No, I wouldn't send sticky stuff.
But that is. See, these things, they're belted magnums. The belt down there is where the cartridge head space is, and that's completely foreign to me. So I've got to do some homework before I start. And I don't have a shell holder. So if anybody knows what shell holder a 300 Win Mag would require,
I can tell you that. Hang on.
It didn't come with your dies.
no, the dies were gifted me without the.
Yeah, I've got that whole pack of shell holders.
Let me see.
One for hand
300
confinement,
Win
one for
Mag.
press.
Well, there is one individual out in the side chat that I would like to point out, and that is a man that recently had to leave his job because, well, he retired. Gizzard Gary, congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
I hope you're prepared, and wish you the best in all of it, man.
Yep, absolutely. Jamie, that'd be a number 5.
Number 5, Ali, number 5.
Yeah.
So Gary had a pretty good month, didn't he? I mean, he hit 2,000 subscribers and retired from work,
Yep.
and Christmas times are coming. Absolutely not, Bald the Builder. 308 is the number 2, and it is not a belted Magnum. So congrats to Gizzard Gary out there.
Yeah, man, that's great. Hit that sub count, retired. Man,
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something to compare it to. Um, Let me grab some brass and I'll be back in a minute. I need to go get a water anyway. So hold down the fort. I'll be back in a minute.
All right,
copy.
buddy.
So, Alan, did you get any new parts in? Progressing
I
things?
did. And unfortunately, I got a couple of the wrong parts in because my happy ass ordered them wrong. So I'm gonna end up having to do a little swapping out, but just a minor. I guess I can call it a minor sneak peek here of what SIG has happening now.
Mm.
Looking good.
Yeah,
Looking
Block
good.
Chris was so kind to send those to me after I paid them.
Yeah, sometimes they're nice about that. Sometimes they're not. There's one company in particular I've been calling all week long, trying to find out where the hell the thing is I ordered, and I finally got them on the phone Friday, and they say you'll see an email either today or tomorrow, and I still have no email. So I'll be calling them again starting tomorrow. So far, I'm not too impressed with their customer service. You guys
Yeah,
will find
that's
out. You guys will find out about that later once I actually get the stuff.
well. I was gonna say, other than live streams, it's been a little while since we've seen a video out of the Scottish American.
Yeah, you got an unboxing the other day. You got a couple of holster videos coming up here pretty soon, probably later this week. I have one that was sent to me from Craft Holsters. You guys know I've been working with them for the last couple of years. Not too impressed with it. Not too impressed. This one's not going to be a all rosy one by any means. It has some good qualities, but it has some bad qualities, and you've seen it, Alan. Um, so you kind of know where I'm going with that one. So that'll be coming out this week, and then I have another one that I picked up and paid stupid money for, and it's a lot better quality, but it also has a couple of minor issues that I would not expect on such a high dollar item. So
Yeah.
And it's just great when these companies out there and they got all those ads and they've got so much stuff out there and so many people backing their products, and then you get one of their products and it's like, oof. Huh.
everyone talks up this company. Um, and I will say that most people were saying the shipping times were hit and miss, which with mine it was a miss. Um, they said I think they said 4 to 6 weeks. It was probably 8 weeks. by the time I actually got it. So a little disappointed there. Um, never got any updates or anything, so that was kind of the most frustrating part. I don't mind if something's going to take a little bit longer, but let me know it's going to take a little bit longer. Um, and then with the holster itself, there's an issue that really bugs me, but you guys will find out about that here soon.
Yeah, I ordered a holster from a very popular company that advertises like crazy. Other people I know brag about their holsters, and I bought one, and I just threw it in the trash.
I'm guessing you're probably talking We the People holster.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Because I see so many people bragging on those things, and I'll tell you right now,
They're
for the
junk.
price they want for those things, I wouldn't touch them.
That is,
I've had better luck with Muddy River Tactical. Muddy River Tactical cost me, I think it was like $20 or $25, and you know what? For a $25 holster, it's a damn good holster.
No.
I'll tell you what, I bought
Oh.
a Braddock holster off of eBay that is 10 times the holster of those We the People things.
Okay, yep, you got a Works holster.
Yeah, works are
Yeah,
good.
I'm digging the works, man. I dig the works. I've been using this one for a little while now. With the small carry, the two bros I've got on a belt line rig for outside.
Yes, sir, that would be a yes. He does show for them. You're correct.
I bought a holster from a company that I really didn't hear much about, know much about, and I really haven't seen too much about them except my videos on it. And that's that Neptune concealment. It's got a
Yeah, I haven't
fiber
heard
flex
hardly
piece.
anything about that.
I haven't either, but I'll tell you what, man, this is a nice, high quality, thick Kydex. It came with so many accessories with it to convert it because it's modular. Um, for the price of it, I mean, you get the option to have 3 to 4 different holster setups with this, with all the accessories that come with it. Hey, what's up, Pops Pepper?
We're joined by Rowdy. What's up, Pops?
It's Pops Pepper now. You remember that email YouTube sent out about your channel name, and that they said in the email, if this is okay, don't respond. If you want it changed, you had to respond to it. Like your at channel name, your at name. So mine was fine. Mine's at reloading from the hot pot, so I left it alone. Rob didn't read the email, so they changed him back to Pops Pepper.
Right. Yeah,
I read the email. I read the email, and it didn't say Jan is gay, so it did say Pop's Queef. So I went ahead and changed it back to AllenBePro.
Oh, I'd have kept the Pop's Queef. That popped up on mine, just because.
Yeah, Ozzy, I still carry a lot of leather, man. But I do have some plastic holsters. You know.
Yeah, Scott, Tier 1, I mean, I've got a couple of their pieces, a couple of the pieces of the Tier 1, and yeah, exactly like you said, considering how much the price, meh.
That Neptune concealment took about 6 weeks to get it, but when you order it, you order the options with it, and they build it to your order. The colors,
yeah,
you
if
pick the
it's
front and
being
the back
made
colors,
to order, being made to order, I get that. Even with like Safariland, I mean, if it's being made to order, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but I mean they've got other ones too that are just buy now. pre-made ones for popular models, but I want something for me. I
Jamie,
bought.
what do you think of that We the People holsters? I saw you just flash one up there.
Well, he doesn't have much. Oh,
I like it. I like it. Okay. I mean, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I wish I could show it with the gun in it, but it's an inside the waistband, and it's slanted across here, and it comes up higher up here, and then slants back, and then you got the belt loop here. Um, I was anticipating with it being, especially for the price, I was expecting it to be much more, let's say, up like this and then down like this and around and then kind of shaped to your side.
So covering the gun better and being more in shape with the body.
It seriously digs in. The Maybe it's just my rotund figure, but it seems to me that it would do that to anybody if you sat down. Um, it the gun just digs into your skin.
Yeah, I think the Kydex is thinner on the We the People holsters. I bought it for a SIG AXG, and it didn't draw right. You couldn't change the mount on it because the way they have it designed, you couldn't put like a Boss hanger mount on it for competition use. It came with a paddle on there, and it was drilled for their paddle, so you can't change it around. You can't manipulate it and turn it into what you want.
Hey, Meg. Bye, Meg. Um, I just
I can't honestly say that I was sitting here thinking about it, and I don't think that I've got a single leather holster left. I think everything that I've got now is Kydex. I mean, I'd have to dig deep in the drawer probably to find the leather.
No, I still have at least half a dozen or so leather holsters.
and
Maybe more. I don't remember.
see when I got this shield, it came with a DeSantis leather outside the waist. I'd rather carry that way anyway. So I just got to find that DeSantis. I'm sure it's in my gun safe somewhere, but that's just, especially this time of year, it's not a problem concealing outside the waistband at all.
Yeah, Harry's made a lot of changes, man. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to Harrison in a while, but he's made a lot of changes. I know that. The original one that he sent me for the Model 60, that thing still works great.
I got one from him 5 or 6 years ago for a gun I was carrying. It was a nice holster, but the holster just seemed big. It didn't need to be as big as it was. It could have been molded down. It was good quality, but man, it was pricey.
Well, and see, Daniel will tell you too, part of the problem with Harrison is that he'll get something really, really good, and then he'll pull it off the website and do something else.
Yeah, because I had one of his for my PO1, and I love that holster. I wore that thing 7 days a week. I wore it out, and it was tight to the body and everything. I wanted to get another, but he discontinued it. I just wish he'd still had it.
Yep, and I reached out to Harrison more than once and asked him for specific firearms if he was going to make them or not, and 9 times out of 10, it's no, that's not on there. That's not on there. That's not on there.
Well, thanks for putting me on, Scotsman.
If you find something that works good, quit fucking with it.
I'm happy
Well,
with this.
that's clock mentality.
No, that's not, because what they got, a Glock 47 now?
Yeah, so this new Glock that's supposed to be coming out, it's a hodgepodge of parts that they already have, I guess. I don't even some Glock fanboys that I talk to are like, what's the point? It's just honestly a different configuration between a 19 and a 17 again. Um, I guess I
It's
don't
the
understand the non-innovation. Now I do understand the fact that Glock pays more attention to government and alphabet industries, and they don't pay any attention to the public at large when it comes to what they're looking for and suggestions that they've made. Um, so so it makes sense when you've got DHS that's has this particular setup, and they've been carrying this particular setup since DHS was an alphabet. Um, that now, they're going to make it available to the public. Okay, well, so what?
it's a 19 with a 17 slide. So if you own both of them, cross them over and you've got it. There you go.
Yeah, just take apart a couple of guns, slap them together, and there you go.
You know, I don't mind. I don't mind their guns. They work. That I just wish they would do something different. You know, it's just the same thing scaled down in a CAD CAM program, scaled up or scaled down.
Right.
That's it. Same design. Hey, let's make that bigger. Okay, we'll make that smaller. Okay. Hey, we got a new gun.
Yeah, and it's just honestly kind of just not the case. I mean, I get that, they're in typical Glock fashion. I see them kind of falling behind the times when you've got companies out there like SIG that are just innovating. Sure, they're taking a certain platform and they're mixing things up too. Um, and they're mixing things up with a number of the different platforms, but come out with something different. When you've got 15 plus one and your competitor's got 15 plus one and you've got what, 10 plus one? Come on, come up with something.
SIG just found a whole new world with that fire control units. What they did when they come up with that, man, they struck gold because they can do anything with that fire control unit.
Yep, Dave, you're not wrong there, man. You're not wrong there.
I've had a bunch of SIGs. I'm down to just owning 3 now. I carry the one I use for USPSA and my bowling pin challenge one.
There you go. Nice.
So
Scott's got another PO1. Awesome.
yeah, I looked at one of those over at the local LGS.
So Daniel, how you feeling, man?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on. I was out at dinner there with the family. But yeah, all the things I need for assistance are gone. So good.
Good deal. You stopped leaking yet?
Yes. Knock on wood. Stop leaking. So hopefully everything's closed up.
Do they still? They won't return open packages of Depends, will they? If they
All
could get
kind
some
of
money, you
leaking.
could get some money back on the ones you didn't open.
This leaking here was coming out the side.
Ooh.
So,
yeah. He was trying to do too much too fast.
Yeah, man, you got to take care of yourself, Daniel.
I am. But I tell you what, so far this is working. And Bald just wrote down there, I'm selling Oxy on on Craigslist. I could, but I think I'm just going to throw that in my first aid kit. All that. I only took like 3 or 4 the entire time, and that was it.
Good.
But I didn't know that ibuprofen was a blood thinner until this. Tylenol is not. So
Ibuprofen, you got to take massive amounts of ibuprofen to be a blood thinner. Massive. Almost knocking your liver out of the park with it to cause blood thinning.
Yeah. Okay, for anybody that didn't know, I had surgery to stabilize my hip and my spine. And hopefully they was looking at getting rid of the nerve pain and damage that it was going on with my back. And so far, it's worked. So I've just got to take it easy, heal, don't mess up the pins because they put 3 more pins in me. So let those heal up, stabilize. And the way it feels now, I'm very optimistic to being able to get into competition shooting this summer or spring even.
Nice. Yeah, join us over at Cardinal in
Yeah, I'll head
Crawford.
over there. Yeah, we'll get in contact about that. And maybe
Yeah,
we can drag Scotsman down because get him to take a Saturday or Sunday off here soon.
Yeah,
they are both really, really nice ranges. They've got good range masters. Hey, Jason.
There's Jason Stewart, the Beretta man. It was sad to see that Jason had to make a video in order to get Beretta to correct the issue, but I'm glad they are correcting the issue.
Well, if sometimes if you call somebody out, they change their mind real quick.
Right.
Good to see Thorzak's out there.
I didn't see Dave out there. There he is.
Shoot hardball 45 with iron sights with a 4.5 pound trigger. When you can hold the black with one hand at 50 yards, maybe I'll listen to you. CZ fanboys.
Thank you, Edward. Who you call? What? I don't see this where they're talking about CZ fanboys, or is that just you, Jamie?
No, that was Razor. He was asking if anyone knew about the new CZ coming out. And
green.
If you're talking about like the DWX, man, that's been out for the last like 2 years, 3 years. They just haven't even got it on the market yet. It's been sitting in everyone's freaking thing going, still on order, still on order, still on order. But the DWX would be the Dan Wesson version, and it is a double stack based off of 1911. No, he says CZ, not Dan Wesson. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything. I've been working all the time though, so I don't know.
Okay, Scotsman, here we go. This is a 270 Winchester, which is the same size brass as 30-06. And this is the 300 Win Mag. And it's approximately the same length. Close to. Not quite.
A lot fatter though.
Yeah, it's a lot fatter. And it's got that, well, there you go.
Yep, big difference.
Oof.
And it's belted.
And it's a belted Magnum.
They had to put a belt on that thing to hold that in.
Yeah.
Nice. Hemi Scrub got his first Shadow 2. Awesome. You'll probably buy another one.
Well, there was the report that came out. Oh, who put that out there? That now they're saying the Shadow 2 which there's one within my reach, is also considered not drop safe.
What?
Yep. You didn't see that?
No.
Oh yeah, CZs are not drop safe.
You know, when you put something in a vise and you slap the hammer with a hammer, but yeah, there's now reports that the original Shadow 2s, blues, just like you just said, which literally there's one within my reach, is not drop safe as well.
He didn't hit it that hard either. He just tapped the back of it.
Well,
The back of the hammer.
Just
Here's the whole thing with this whole drop safe crap. I don't intend on dropping my damn gun. You got a good holster and you got good retention, it ain't going nowhere.
Well, you didn't mean to slip into your ex-girlfriend, but it happened. You know, shit happens. You know, nobody's perfect. You know, everybody, whether they admit it or not, has dropped a firearm one time in their life or another. I had mine come out of my holster at an event. I went running and it kicked itself out of my holster.
Yeah.
Ground. So, you know,
CZ knows about it. Yeah, I mean that's there's a lot of guns out there that ain't really drop safe, but you don't ever intend on dropping your firearm. So
They only do that on cowboy movies. Right? When the bad guy gets to drop it, the guy says, drop it. And they throw it on the ground. I'm like, no, don't do that.
right, you see that beautiful revolver smash on the deck, and you're like, what the?
I don't know, man.
There's a little bit of blue here, right? Here's a hammer. It ain't going nowhere.
you got a cap in that?
Well, I will. I'll get a prime shell.
Yeah, just a prime shell. Give it a try. Let's see. I mean, I've seen that video of him doing it. Let's see if Allen can do it too. You getting your
if you're hitting the
foreman
hammer,
for me?
if you're taking a hammer and beating on the hammer, okay, that's just replacing that spring that makes the hammer go.
Yeah, we're gonna get a desk pop, and we're probably gonna get a strike. It's all good. It's all in good fun. It's all in science, in the name of science.
So Annalie Brown broke her toe dropping a mag on it out of a 9mm. Yeah, we need to
All
chip
right,
in
so
some steel toe boots.
nothing in the shell, but a good primer. That is a good primer.
Just wait. You hear the cops show up here shortly.
All right, slide is in battery. And they were talking about from this position, right?
Okay.
No, it was all the way forward when he did it.
Well, why the hell would you ever have it all the way forward?
I didn't make the video, man. I'm just curious now.
No, I thought he said it was at half cock. At half cock.
So Papa says it had a trigger job done to it too. Razor.
All right. So at half cock, the safety is off. I'm not going to keep beating up my shadow.
No.
It ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. I couldn't replicate it.
That's good.
Yeah, but like Razor says, it doesn't have a fire and pin block, so yeah, it's technically not drop safe. But again, none of us really intend on ever dropping our firearms. So.
Well, on top of that, how do you put a round in the chamber and have the hammer all the way down? You literally have to put the hammer all the way down.
Yeah, you have to slowly release it. Yep.
You mean ride it?
Ride the hammer with your thumb. Yep. But I wouldn't recommend it too much on a shadow because the trigger is pretty light, so it's a good way to get yourself in trouble.
Well, that plus of that other roll pin in there, wherever that roll pin is.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to check your roll pin, hitting it like that now.
Yeah, it's going to end up beating up on that roll pin anyway. So, no, I couldn't replicate it. Because that primer is still good.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, make sure you save that case.
There's AR guns, 1776.
Razor's wondering what video you guys are all referring to.
It just popped. I don't know who it was. It just popped up on my feed, so I watched it. I'm not sub to whoever it is.
I just want mine back.
Right. And you're exactly right, Dave. There's very few that are.
Well, that's why the Cowboys only loaded 5 cylinders.
That's it.
Hey, Trapper.
Load one, skip one. Papa's Place is saying Humble Marksman did a video on it and showed the other guy's video. So, I don't know. I haven't watched the Humble Marksman.
Humble Marksman did a short on it, and he also included somebody else's footage, but I forget who that was that actually did the hammer testing.
Yeah, I've seen Humble's go of it, but also seen the other video. I don't know. They just popped up into my feed.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched Humble in a long time. That guy's a little too cocky.
He does have some good information, though, if you're going to be shooting in the shooting sports. If you can get past his, what's that is, big dad energy thing he does. It's funny.
I don't know. It was, I don't know how many years it's been now since I've watched him, but exactly, Razor, the not so humble marksman, exactly. He got cocky because he was getting big, and it's not gotten any better. So I stopped watching him. I got tired of the cockiness.
Did you all see what LW Road showed with the new stainless steel canic? It's an all
I
stainless.
hadn't even heard of a stainless canic.
Yeah, all stainless steel canic rival. And it looks like it's got a wraparound backstrap like a Smith & Wesson would have.
Thanks, Rich. You have a good Christmas too, brother.
Merry Christmas, Rich.
Merry Christmas, sir.
See, that's the problem, though, Bald. Humble might be cocky. Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to have good information. It's another thing of how you pass it on. You don't have to be a cocky son of a bitch to fucking do it. You can pass it on without having to be that way.
Now, where's the entertainment value in that?
And there's Dorzax. Thank you, sir. Speaking of cocky, damn.
Get him, Dave.
Well, Dave, let me tell you a little story there, brother. It's been, I don't know, what, 2 months since I put that video out, and I haven't seen him since. Don't know what to tell you there, man. Take that word for it.
I couldn't believe that video, man. You gotta love Dave. I do. I love that man. He's all right. No homo. Yeah. AR Guns. If you want a canic, Mr. Hot Pot's the guy to talk to. He's on one for. What'd you say, Gene? Didn't you say you had 10,000 rounds through that one of yours? He's reloading.
I got somewhere over 12 with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's over 10,000 definitely. I've shot the piss out of
Like Alan's got some sights on there and a nice back plate.
Yeah, getting ready to put something up here.
Yeah, I don't know if you all saw RTT's community post here like 4 or 5 days ago, but he was talking some shit, and the first thought out of my head was what level, because he said he's on a better level than everyone else, and the only level I could think of was the one on the map, which is on the ground.
Well, the guy that beat him in that fight didn't look like he was in that good a shape or anything.
No, he had some good jiggle going on, man.
It man
He had
boobies.
some good jiggle.
He had mammogram, whatever you call those. Mammaries.
Man titties.
Yeah. Man boobies.
I like my man boobies.
So, AR, just find the one with the slide already cut, and I'm telling you, Gene and Chris from the 740, probably some of these guys tell you what kind of red dots are good for pistols. Are you just wanting it, or are you thinking about doing competition shoots, or?
You can buy the Canic Executive Series, the TP Executive Series with a red dot. You can buy the TP9 SFX with a Vortex Venom red dot already in it. You can get the new Canic Rival with Canics Mete red dot. It's called a mechanic red dot that comes with the gun. So you can buy the packages.
I got an email from Smoky Mountain Gun Works. Canic TP9 Elite Combat Executive TB 720 right now.
Yeah, if you want to carry a Canic, that's a great one to carry.
Yeah, that's a good chunk of change for a Canic.
That one comes with all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, but it still doesn't have a red dot, but it does appear to have suppressor height sights.
Yeah, it's cut for a red dot, and it comes with 4 different plates for your choice of red dots.
Cool. See, I know nothing about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, those red dots are all great until they come flying off the gun.
Yeah, just ask Chris about that. He got smacked in the forehead pretty good.
Did it leave a mark?
I don't think it left a mark, but it got him. That was funny. Then he slow-moed it. You see the shorts on it where he slow-moed it and kept repeating it, where it was coming off and hitting him, like a Three Stooges thing.
So when's the competition circuit start back up again this way in Ohio?
They're still going on. The next one is January 29th.
That's got 2 more months yet.
Let's see. We got Frozen Finger Match January 1st. We do that every New Year's Day at my local club. That's IDPA. We do 3 stages and then go inside for homemade chili and goodies. AR, the Rival. If you want to get into it and you want to get into a Canic, get the Rival. The Canic does have an all new stainless steel model coming out that is the Rival in stainless steel body and slide. And that thing, man, as nice as the Rival shoots, that heavier frame on there should be a dream.
Now, are you allowed to use leather holsters in these competitions, or you got to stick with Kydex?
If you're good with your leather, bring it. You don't have to use Kydex. That's just the preferred choice for quick draw.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because last year I got my quick down to sub 1 second with the leather, but now I'm using. I bought an A&R. It's all 100% Kydex. So it's like, okay, now it's just a little bit different from what I'm used to. So now I got to get all practiced up with that. So I'm just wondering if I develop any hiccups with it, I'm going to have to revert back to my leather.
Well, in USPSA shooting, the way we position our holsters is we actually back cant them. So the muzzle goes forward. And then we run the holster just in front of your hip bone. And then your spare magazine pouches start right in the center of your waist. So your first magazine is just off of where your firearm's at.
What, on the same side as your holster?
No, it's in the center.
Yeah.
And then your holster's in front of your hip bone on the other side. And then it's canted forward. And that will give you a much faster draw.
There's Insight out there driving and listening. Drive safe, brother.
So what's a good average?
The sexiest man on YouTube, Mario Moses.
Hey.
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 Are you green screening it?
I
You
am.
weirdo.
I am. I don't want you to see all my my other stuff in the background.
He's in the bathroom.
That too, yeah.
Better acoustics in the bathroom.
That is true, sir.
Look, it's like the floating microphone foamy. Look at that. It's just the foamy floating.
What's going?
That's typical. Here comes the Balladine, shows up, puts himself. He's here and he's on the latrine.
Yes. Hey, man. I sound more sexy
Man's
this way.
got to do
Okay.
what a man's got to do.
That's right, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyways, how's everybody doing?
Doing good,
Better
man. How you been?
Oh my God, that's scary. Don't do that again, please. God. Oh God. God.
We're better since you're here.
Oh my God. What's going on, fellas? How's everybody doing? Hey, Daniel. How
How
are
you
you?
doing? Doing
Good,
good.
buddy. How you feeling? Everything good?
Fantastic. Just
Good to
waiting
hear,
to
man.
everything heal up, so strengthen everything up now and get my endurance going
Well, that's
and
good,
get up
man.
playing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good news. I'm glad you're doing okay.
I tell you what, the first 2 weeks after that surgery,
I can imagine. I can imagine, buddy. Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing okay.
yeah, I'll get to making a video soon. We got some like single digit weather coming up, so I
Oh,
want to do that experiment on that 9 millimeter that can blow your lungs out.
hmm.
2 milk jugs full of boiling hot water, take it outside and shoot them with some hollow points out of the 9.
There
See
you
if I can
go.
make it snow.
That sounds
Oh,
like fun.
only in Ohio. Only in
Okay.
Ohio.
Gotta enjoy it. It's better than California taxes.
Hey, it's all right though. Our weather's nicer.
What you pay for it? 60%.
Yeah. Nice weather, and then you have to tolerate everything else. So 1 out of 100 on a rating scale.
Hey, look, I'd go
That
for
just
comfort level, right? I don't give a damn about other stuff right now. I gotta take one thing at a time, right? That's how I look
Let's,
at
So
it.
in
let's see.
California, the snowflakes.
Nice weather and tyranny, or shit weather and a whole lot more freedom. Huh,
Okay.
I'm not sure which one
Uh,
I'll pick.
Well, yeah, but there's hot chicks out there.
And there are
no,
hot chicks here, bro.
no,
I
Jamie,
understand.
all the snowflakes in California wear shorts.
Yeah, I was saying the snowflakes in California had nothing to do with the weather, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's nice how you guys all think that everybody in California, you guys throw that stupid stereotype all the time. And it's not
I
like that.
never, I never
If you if
looked
you
at
if
any.
you look if you go in the middle of the state, it's all red. You know, that's
Oh
where I
yeah.
live.
Yeah,
That's where I
because
live.
nobody lives there.
No, that's where you're wrong, sir.
Okay, there's 3 people. I lived in San Diego and I've been all over California.
You're in San Diego. San Diego's way at the bottom of the freaking state.
Hey,
How can you compare San? You know, I'm not gonna start.
I
Anyways,
traveled all over California. I
well,
mean, not
obviously.
just into the cities, but out into the
So
deserts and
so
stuff.
where did you go? I'm curious now. Where did you go?
Where did I go? Let's
Yes.
see. I
Where
did
did
the
you go?
Baja.
Where did you go in California? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
See, I rest my case right there. California attitude. Attack, attack. Da, da, da.
I ask you a question, fool. Quit being a bitch.
Let's see, Monterey. I've been up to Monterey, out to Akatia Wells.
Look, hey man, I was just doing sign language just to make sure you knew what's up, man. It's all good.
Okay, I'll say this really slow just for Mario. I was so drunk most of the time, I can't remember 3/4 of the places I've been in California.
Probably the
But
best
I,
way to be in California.
Yeah.
but I can say that I have been hit by a Cadillac in Tijuana.
I don't
Well,
even want to
Mario, you know
know.
the
I don't
large
even
cities,
know.
the large cities in California are all blue.
Yes.
But all the suburbs in Northern California is all red. But that's the least populated parts. So the
Yes.
most populated parts are blue. So the blue rules rule the house.
Yeah, pretty much all the West Coast is like that. You know, like Oregon, it's all Portland and Eugene.
Yep, Oregon's all that way.
Yeah. Washington's the
Washington
Washington.
same
State.
way. Yeah. And Idaho, if they don't really watch
Georgia.
themselves, they might end up being the same way. You
In
know,
in what state, Mario?
Idaho.
I had to pimp. What the money you owe me?
Idaho.
We
What
didn't
about
ask you
Murray?
where. We didn't ask you what your job was. We would have asked you where you've been.
Yeah.
So what you been
You
up
know,
to,
here's
man?
my thing. If Boss over there talking smack in the side chat, you live in New York, fool. At least I got 10 rounds on my magazine. I don't know what you're talking about.
At least you live in California where the weather is
Seriously.
better.
Yeah, seriously, man. I don't live in the frozen tundra like you do, bro. And getting shit on.
So what the hell you been up to, man? You been loading? What you been doing?
Oh, I've been reloading. I've been actually I have a question for you guys because I did this build, my AR-10 build, and it's pretty much all complete. But I noticed one thing with this one is that I did the dry fire and I try to rack it back, it won't rack back, and I'm just wondering if there's something I'm doing wrong there or something. Because the other ones I never had an issue like that.
Did you lube it? Did you give it a really good soak down before you started anything?
No, I mean when I did my 300, um, I just I was just checking it, just to make sure it functioned right. Because I mean that's the first thing I did. But no, I haven't really messed with the whole lubing it up, and maybe because they were saying sometimes the dry fire, the pin sometimes gets stuck when it's been recently manufactured or something like that, or in
You
transit.
did put the buffer tube in, right? In the
Yes, I
buffer.
did put the buffer tube. Freaking idiot. Yes.
All right, that's just a question, dude. I've seen people do it. They put them together, they go take it out, they go to pull the trigger, and the thing
Yes.
locks
What are
up.
they
But
doing? You
they don't
look
have
on
a
me.
freaking buffer tube in it,
No, no, they got a buffer tube in it.
and a buffer and all that, buffer and
Mm-hmm.
spring.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyways, I'll call the manufacturer and find out. Also get their feedback on it. But yeah, I'm gonna clean it up and see what that might be and go from there. But yeah, it's but I want to make sure that that thing functions first before I decide to go shoot it. But I just
So you set it up, you dry fire it, it actually clicks.
it does click, yeah. So when
But
like
then
when you click it and then
then you
you
can't
you you
rack it again.
hold, yeah, you can't rack it again. For some reason, it gets stuck back. So to answer
Okay,
Razor's
so
question,
first thing I would look at
hmm
is pop the upper
hmm
and and check your bowl.
yeah, I haven't messed with that. I
See if
mean,
the
I
cam pin's locked in.
yeah, that might be a that might be a yeah, I'll definitely do that. Actually, I was building it and I didn't get a chance to work on it because I've been doing other stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely look into that.
Also
Um,
check your buffer spring retaining pin, your buffer retaining pin. Make
mhm,
sure that's set in there correctly. And you've got the right amount of turns on your tube for that to work correctly.
mhm. Yeah, I'll double check it because I didn't have that problem when I did the 300. So I don't know why that one's doing it. But yeah,
You know why? Because you got confident and cocky. That's what it was.
yeah,
Oh,
that's what it is.
I can do this.
Well, but you know what? Hey, you know what? Give me credit because I didn't go and shoot that thing and it blew up on me. So I'm just saying it could be worse.
Oh yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm just
Mhm.
I'm just giving you shit,
it's
man. I
probably
love you.
something simple. You probably missed something simple, or something walked on you and wasn't in place right.
Yeah.
Something as easy as a loose nut behind the trigger.
Ha ha.
hmm Dude, your sense of humor sucks, dude.
But
You just
Horrible.
Alan's probably on to something there with the cam
just
pin being
sensitive.
locked out.
Yeah. Hey, you
Yeah,
know what?
I don't know. Maybe
Let
your
me.
solder pin came out and the cam pin popped.
It's funny how Paul likes to talk a lot of shit, but he sure as hell does employ a lot of my friends, huh?
Well, what can you expect from somebody
Not
that's
no
a
more.
Russian?
He can't afford them.
Oh, he can afford them. Oh yeah, that's right. He's a pole contractor.
You can't get them for $20 in a Big Mac now. Now they want paid.
Yeah, them fuckers got unionized.
Yeah. everybody else got used to getting paychecks and not having to go to work. So
Local
eh,
420. Yeah, we won't go. You must give us lunch.
Yeah, they've been watching live streams on YouTube. Found out how much they're actually worth
What's that?
for pay.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah,
It's all
LBJ.
crazy.
It's anytime I'm building, man. All my uppers and lowers are all aero. I generally don't buy others for the most part.
Local 420 Home Depot Julio's. Hello, my name is Julio. I am the founder of Local 420. How may I help you? I could just see that too. That'd be scary.
Mark
20
Thomas,
bucks an hour to work at Wendy's. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Seriously. Seriously, bro. It's funny how most people nowadays can make about the same amount of money working in fast food than they do working at a factory or something like that. It's crazy. But yeah, other than that, I just been chilling, man. Just been just reloading, doing some 9 millimeter loads, just testing them. Yeah, that's about it. Just chilling. Yeah.
Good, man. How was that retreat you went to?
Oh, it was great, bro. Actually, I would definitely encourage a lot of people that that are kind of dealing with the stuff I'm dealing with to check out the uh, check out Mighty Oaks, man. It's a really good organization. I mean, um, I learned so much, really. I really did. And honestly, I feel like I've been um, a different person since coming from that place. Um, I'm not the religious type or whatever, but at least it gave me a relationship with God, and and just kind of worked itself out. But it's kind of cool. I mean, I think sometimes that's something that's missing in people's lives, and we have a tendency of thinking that we can solve everything ourselves, and that's not really the case. Uh, but I think,
amen,
I'm sorry.
he said,
amen.
"Amen."
Yeah. Um, no, I just think that I felt that I was the only one that was going through the stuff that I've been going through, and it's crazy. One of the guys in my group pretty much had the same type of scenario happen to him. Mine happened to be in Iraq, and his happened to be in Afghanistan. So it really opened up my eyes to see that, hey, I'm not the only one that's suffering from this, and that there's others, and you could reach out to others, that you've been going through with the program, and obviously, a lot of my YouTube friends here, I really appreciated everybody's support. Um, I appreciate a lot of guys just checking in, see how I'm doing, so it's been great, man. It's really opened up my eyes on a lot of stuff. So I really encourage anybody who might be interested, who's going through that kind of stuff, whether you're law enforcement or military, man, and you're going through some stuff. I would tell you, really look into Mighty Oaks. Also, any female veterans, don't be discouraged because they actually have a retreat just for female veterans and spouses. So don't feel that you guys been left out either.
That's awesome, man. Good deal. Good deal. Alan, we're a little over halfway, man. You want to run through the side?
Oh, only halfway?
Okay.
I'm done with this thing already. All right. So, not this thing, but this other thing that I can't show you here on the tubes. But nevertheless, I will go over here to this other screen that tells me that right at the moment, we've got Annalie Brown and AR Gun 1776. Balding Curious, GGW Outdoors, Gunpowder Beauty. Hey, baby, how you doing? Lakeview Outdoors, Lead Bullet Junkie, Mark Thomas, Ozzy Osbourne, Razor JB, Sam of Anarchy 92. Glad everybody is here with us tonight. Man, I just wish I could show everybody the new product from SIG that's currently sitting in my lap.
You can take a picture of it and then we can look at it. Take a picture, email it to yourself, and there you go.
Oh yeah, that's a very, very grand possibility there.
I really like these McGuire's, Scotsman.
What's that?
I really like this McGuire's.
McGuire's, yeah.
Yeah, it's stout. That's really good. It's smooth. It's got a nice aftertaste. And I got it at Aldi's.
Yeah, I don't think I've tried that one.
It's not big on the alcohol percentage, but it's got a nice flavor to it. I could see I wouldn't get tired of it until the alcohol percentage didn't matter anymore.
All right, so currently in the background is something that has been sent to me here, and what that actually is a new version of the SIG P320. I figured I'd save it for the show live tonight. Unfortunately, I can't go through too much of it with you, but what it is it's called the P320BS. P320BS, that is black and stainless. So it's got a polished slide, polished extremities, the Romeo 1 Pro suppressor height sights, lock grips that I had to pay for. Thanks, Lock. No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely horrible picture of it. But there is a new SIG P320. It's the P320BS.
Very nice, looking good.
Awful purdy. I'm gonna have to order me one of them.
And I've already measured it out. Now I'm not quite sure, and ultimately what it is, it's a version of the it's a version of a P320C, but it's got an X series stainless slide, drilled and tapped obviously for the Romeo 1 Pro, with an AXG grip module, lock grips, and polished stainless throughout. And so it does still take the 17 round Legion style mags, or the 21 round mags. And I've measured it out, and according to my trigger gauge, this particular one is pulling at dead nuts 3 pounds. There's absolutely no take up. You're a little tiny bit of creep, and the reset is measuring out at about 1 or 0.188.
Nice. I wonder if lock grips would make some stainless grips for that, like they do the brass.
That's one thing that I would have absolutely loved to have seen. I looked around significantly everywhere under the sun, and the fact is I'm a lock grips fan. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And
Absolutely.
on these particular frames, these AXG frames, with the palm swell bogies, man, that just feels perfect in my hands. And so I was really, really, really hoping that Locke would have a set of like polished stainless like they do the brass ones. But no, and I didn't really find anything that flipped the bill just right.
Did you call and
So
ask them?
it's great that SIG is partnered with Lock Grips and sells Lock Grips on their site. Um, and I think it was a pretty good choice that SIG made by going with the black and grays. Um, it's a decent contrast between the stainless and the black, but man, it would have been a lot better if they would have just come out with a polished stainless set.
Yeah, I've got those same black and gray palm swell bogies on my AXG. I love them.
Yeah, on my 320 AGX or AXG Pro, I've got the green and blacks, and man, that's what sold me on the grips. It absolutely sold me because that grip module felt good anyway. But it was like it's just a little not quite right. And I put those grips on there, and they filled in exactly where they needed to be filled in.
Yep.
Yep, they work for some people. They don't work for everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't have to get them with the palm swells either.
Well, they got 4 or 5 different ones where it's different textures, and you can get each texture in palm swell or non-palm swell. So you can really customize your order because they're made to order. That's why I say if you called and asked them if they do a set in stainless, I wonder if they would.
Sebald, he does shoot. He just doesn't record.
And I don't even know who he is. Why would I let him shoot my guns? I do. I just don't record much anymore. Ultimately, yeah, that's what it is. What little time I have when I go out shooting, I've been kind of selfish with. I'll be honest, because I just want to go out, do whatever it is that I'm doing. If I'm there for a reason or not, if I'm there just enjoying myself, if I'm there working on drills, if I'm there sighting stuff in, I want to be able to just focus on what I'm doing and not if I'm in frame or
Trying to wake Mario up over there. Mario, you look like you're sleeping, bro.
No, it's because the Bald is fucking texting me. He's talking shit, so I have to write back to him.
Well, just just read it to us what he's texting you.
No, it's okay.
Oh, come on.
Sam of Anarchy. So, do I expect to make it a carry? It may go into carry. I kind of doubt it. Ultimately, I'm probably going to end up throwing a different barrel on it, and it's probably going to end up being a host for a suppressor. I've got some different springs lined up for it, and once I get the different barrel and springs, then it very well might become a suppressor host and spend most of its time here in the house. and it's pretty and all. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind carrying it. I actually, I've got holsters to be able to carry it. Other than I gotta cut it out for the optic.
Y'all got problems.
Hey, first of all, that's one sick bastard over there in New York. I just want you guys to know that is not what happened. All right, he's talking shit, so I had to write him back, and it's not something I can show on YouTube right now. At least not.
So he did send you a dick pic. Okay.
No, he did not send me a
No.
dick pic. He sent me a picture of his safe, so I had to send a picture of my safe. Everybody whip out their dicks and see who's got bigger dick. That's all that is. Anyways, what are we talking about?
We're going to be changing the subject rapidly now, Mario.
I know, man. Seriously, man. I try to talk. I try to be nice, and these guys got all perverted, man. Seriously, see, man. I'm telling you, I don't know how you deal with it, Reverend.
Everyone's having a dick match with bald man.
Hey,
That's
man.
pretty
Hey,
easy.
hey. Why is it
I
gotta be
haven't
that
even.
way?
I haven't even said nothing about bald tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So who has the bigger safe?
Oh, that fool does. Because he don't got a life. That's why.
Maybe he should sell some.
Hmm?
Maybe he should sell some since he's broken poor.
He's broken poor.
Mari, is he trying to sell you his safe?
No, I'm
You
good.
might get a good bargain on it.
No, my safe's plenty of space in there.
Yeah, if he don't sell that house soon, he'll be selling that safe.
Yeah.
I'll be
You haven't
some
sold that
guns
house
up for
yet?
sale.
No, man, he still hasn't sold that house.
What
dude,
the
but,
fuck, bro?
yeah.
That's why he sent you that picture, man. It's just he's teasing you. Next is going to be
Anything you
what,
like.
what do you think this stuff's worth? Next is going to be I'll take this.
It's
I'll
easier
take
to
this
sell
for
it to you because most of it's California compliant since it's New York compliant.
Yeah, that's true. It's a win-win. Man, that sucks, bro. I can't believe you haven't sent that shit. You haven't sold it yet. That's
Yeah,
weird.
it's
You
tough,
would have
man.
sold that
Hey.
like a month and a half ago, bro.
Hey, Bold said if you buy the house, the safe stays with it. He just
Hot pot. You are not helping. Stop it. Okay.
what?
You are not
I
helping.
look at it, says it right there, man. He wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully he'll sell it soon.
Yeah, hopefully so, man. Yeah. If you want to put like 5 bathrooms on that shit, you probably would have sold it.
He's probably going to leave it because he moved it in there. He knows how heavy it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know whenever the day that happens, I leave this freaking commie state. I have to actually call a safe company to move my freaking safe into the truck because they use like one of these lifted dollies and
Power
stuff.
lift.
Yeah,
Those power dollies.
yeah, it's power dollies. They're nice.
Yeah, I ain't got the money for one of those bad boys.
Mm-mm. I think if not, all of us would have one.
Yeah.
Lord knows, I wish I could move my safe a different place in the house, but it is what it is.
Bold's
I've
cat,
moved
Bold,
my safe a
Bold.
couple of times, but mine's a small safe. It's not that big, but it's
No.
no pain in the dick to move.
Yeah.
Bold's serious now. He's using the cap button.
Oh shit. Meow. Fucking safe. Fucking balls dumb, man. I swear.
You hire some Mexicans to move it for you, man.
That's right, man. Get like 20 of them motherfuckers because they're all skinny as shit. They ain't gonna be able to lift nothing.
He's had all kinds of money problems since the Mexicans got unionized.
I'm telling you, man. That's fucking local 420.
Man, that's the Chupuco club there.
Is that what it's called? Chipuco?
Chupuco.
Oh my god. Where do you come up with this stuff?
Well, it's a Mexican slang for low and slow.
I know that. I'm just curious as how you know that stuff.
Yeah, how would a white guy
because
up
Mario,
in Ohio know?
I've been cultured. I haven't lived in Ohio my entire life.
Look at
man.
you. You've been cultured. Mira, muy chingón.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Calm down, Miklo.
I've even eaten a Chinese buffet.
Oh my god. Well, you lived up the high life. I tell you that
I
much.
do, man. I live large.
He's lived large, yeah, man.
They're the China Garden Buffet, man. I'm in a new world.
You know, most of that food that they sell in those Chinese buffets are not even something that's common in China. It's just kind of weird.
I know. I got
It's
some friends from China,
Americanized.
and I work with two ladies from that are Filipino.
You think that's chicken you're eating?
Yeah,
You know,
might be dog. Yeah, you ever
you
seen
know
the
what
dog
the
thing?
difference is between Mexican food and Chinese food?
What is
One
that?
you wrap in a like a corn tortilla or something, and the other one you throw on rice. Same meat though.
Well, you still eat it, fucker.
Oh yeah, that shit good.
Yeah, see, shut the fuck up then.
No, I'm just asking you if you knew what the difference was.
I didn't know what the difference
Why do you
was,
gotta
but
get all hostile, man?
no, I'm
I'm
just
just got
saying.
love. I got love for you, Mario.
Oh God,
Love.
if that's love, I don't know what fucking hate is.
It's
What?
just like
Asking
being
what the
married,
difference?
Mario.
I'm telling you.
It's that love hate.
Yeah,
It's that passing each other in the hallway.
yeah, that's like
Mario
yeah.
is like that abusive wife syndrome, you know?
Oh, I'm the abusive wife now.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
okay.
And when you're married and you pass each other in the hallway and you say "f you" to each other, that's considered morning
Oh,
sex.
that's wow. Okay, that's okay. Now you're getting really sick, dude. I don't need
That's funny. I don't care who you are,
that's
Mario. That was funny.
that is not correct, sir.
Hey, it could get worse. It could be like, when they pass, they're both over 62 and they say F you, then it's like social security sex.
Oh wow, man.
They call that. I think they call that geriatric sex.
Oh wow, that's just no bueno.
So far, what I'm seeing is federal 300 Win Mag brass is pretty much pitiful. The Norma and the PPU is excellent. So I'm thinking this federal has been loaded several times and it's ready for the recycle bin.
Okay.
And
At 300, oh, that's belted. So it's
Let me answer a question that Mark Thomas put out there. No, Taco Bell is not freaking authentic. First of all, why don't you Google the founder of Taco Bell? That is the whitest Irish fucker I've ever met in my life. That is the founder of Taco Bell.
Man, that dude had a leg up on the Mexicans then, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking multi-billionaire yachts, Lamborghini,
Mm-hmm.
mansions.
Yeah, that fucker made a run to the border every day.
Barely legal, running all over the pool.
I'm telling you, man. That's where you get that's where the term bean dip came from.
Tommy Boy,
You guys had to think about that one. Like, oh, damn.
I was just shocked that you said it.
Oh yeah, I don't care, dude. I talk shit about my own people all the time. It's all good. I don't care. I'm an equal opportunity shit talker. I don't care.
I'm
I
wondering.
haven't had good Mexican food since I left San Diego.
Yes, you tell me that every time I see you. Thanks.
You keep reminding me. I love that stuff. That was good.
Okay.
We've got a great little small, privately owned Mexican restaurant, not far from
Privately
my
owned?
house we go to.
How do you know
doesn't
it's
have-
privately owned?
Well, because most Mexican places around here are owned by one family, and they just open up multiple restaurants.
Okay.
He's not associated with any other family, any other restaurants. It's his private entity. So
Okay.
the food is just off. It's off the hook, man. Off the hook.
So Mario, I don't even know why
Taco
you're getting
Bell
upset.
is completely crap. Del Taco, they actually prep their food. They actually make their beans from raw scratch beans. Taco Bell, it's like dehydrated, rehydrated bean pulp.
You know, the only
And-
thing I like about Del Taco is that they actually perfected the tacos and French fries fucking concept. That shit is awesome. And you gotta
And
have
believe it or
those
not,
tacos.
I think that concept came from or at least where Del Taco stole it from, was an old company called Noggles.
Noggles.
You remember
Interesting.
Noggles?
I do not.
Oh
How
man,
do
Noggles was the shit.
how do you get
All up in Southern
mixing
California, but I mean near
Mexican
Middle
based food
California. So
with a Polish potato?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
That's like saying pizza's Italian.
Mm. I'm not going to go into that culture war. No, thank you. Mm-mm. I'm not going there.
Guns a blazing.
Yeah, man. You live dangerously, bro. I'm not doing that. uh,
All right, Sam of Anarchy 92 has a question that we need to go through and answer one by one to get the subject back on the subject.
You mean to get it back on the tracks? Your ears are probably going, dude, come on.
I know we're sick of hearing critiques on Mexican food and Chinese food. I'll
God.
go first. My next purchase will be probably a Ruger Blackhawk in 44 Magnum, possibly a lever gun. Uh, I'm leaning against a Henry, and I don't know why. Talked me into getting a Henry 44 Magnum over a Marlin.
well, he said gun and knife. I mean, have you had your eye on a blade at all?
I'm looking at some cold steel and maybe a Ontario Knife Works. I want something like a K-bar, that kind of fighting knife dimension. I've got skinners and hunting knives and all that kind of stuff, but K-bar type something would be excellent. Maybe even a K-bar, but I really like Ontario Knife Works and Cold Steel.
Yeah, well, Ontario, I don't know if you're familiar, but Ontario makes all the bayonets for the military. So might be able to knock out two stones with one. I mean, two birds, one stone, because you can get a bayonet that's similar to a K bar, and it's in Ontario.
Yeah, that would be nice on an M4, wouldn't it?
All right, Daniel, you gonna be buying anything or no?
Knife wise, no, I got the perfect knife. It's good for everything. That takes care of every job you'd ever want to do with a knife. Gun wise, it's between two guns. There's either going to be a new Daniel Defense in my future or a JP. I'm just right now, I'm squirreling the money away. So when I buy it, it's going to be paid in off in cash.
You know, 41 mag is an excellent caliber, Mark.
It
Excellent.
sure is.
Hot pot, you gonna be buying anything?
I got a couple I'm looking at. I'm waiting for that new Canic Rival in all stainless steel, frame and slide. Beautiful looking piece. Knives. I was actually looking at K bars at my local gun store. And I was thinking about getting one after the first year. That's it for me.
AR Gunn said he was interested in that all stainless Canic. Maybe he's still out there and heard you say that.
Battle Bean, you gonna be buying anything new?
Um, I would in the near future. I would like to buy myself a 1911. That's something I don't have. Probably thinking about getting a Springfield Armory one, kind of like the GI style one. And I would love to get a Gurkha knife. There's actually a website that sells authentic Gurkha knives, and I've always wanted one of those. So hopefully, I'll get one of those.
Good deal. What about you, Alan?
Well, when it comes to blades, there's a website that I'll go to occasionally, and so I've been looking at this. This is a Scottish Templar um, knight sword, and so that one might be on the list for this year. It's a Scottish Knights Templar sword, with the sheath. With the sheath. Anywho, so as for the blade, yep, that might be the dog. Um, I'm not sure if the next one is going to actually be another gun or a suppressor. I'm still on the fence on if I'm going to turn that into a suppressor host, um, or if I'm going to get a 5.56 can. But if I don't do either of those, it might be a CZ Scorpion 3. Maybe.
Nice, nice. As for me, I have no idea yet. We'll see. I gotta make a trip down and see what's at the store and see if they have anything that tickles my fancy. As far as a blade, I'm pretty good on blades right now. So
Did you guys see CW's video about the axe?
Yeah.
I bought two of those, and I talked to the guy and got a really good deal on those. So I got one for myself and one for my son-in-law. That's going to be his Christmas present. So
I see what you did there.
yeah, it's going to be.
Did
I think he's going. I think he's really going to like it. But as I got it and I unboxed it, I saw why CW in the video stripped the handle and put the boiled linseed oil finish on it.
why you think you
Yeah,
have that, Bean?
because I could just see. You guys ever seen that that show, the Police Live or whatever? I don't know if you guys ever seen that thing that they actually have like live feed of cops and stuff. Can you imagine they go, we're going to Iowa to a live scene over there, and you see Alan with his freaking kilt and his big ass sword, talking, I am here to avenge my friends. I could just see that.
Hey, my carry permit allows me to carry that.
Are you serious?
I don't even need to conceal it. I can carry it open. I can conceal it. My permit allows it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta love
In
Iowa.
Iowa, his permits allow men to wear as short of a skirt as they want.
Wow.
And it's the reciprocity. He wore it to Ohio. We ate at Denny's. He walked in a 10
Are you
millimeter strapped to the
serious?
hip wearing a kilt.
Yeah.
In
And
Ohio.
yeah, nobody even,
Oh,
nothing. Who cares?
oh yeah, Tommy boy, in Iowa, I certainly can. The
God,
only
I wish I
thing that
could have
I
taken a video
cannot,
of that. I would have
the
taken
only
a
thing
video of
that I
that.
cannot carry is a ballistics knife.
Wow.
Yep, I certainly can.
Freaking Ohio? Are you serious? You can do that? What the hell?
Mario, yeah, you can do that here in Ohio.
Oh my God. That's
Nobody
crazy.
cares, man. Nobody cares.
Wow.
And if you get a Karen that does care, or a Karen or a Ken,
Yeah.
well,
They got New York license plates.
They're outnumbered. Yeah, they got out of state license plates, and they're outnumbered.
Yeah,
How
they're in
is
the
that?
wrong place.
How is that possible when you guys are a swing state? I don't get it.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, Ohio's a swing state.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
No.
I mean, it's been read a couple of times, but it's always been a kind of a swing state. You never know.
No.
Decades.
Even Georgia's becoming a swing state, man.
No, dude.
Crazy is that?
Ohio's never been a swing state
Yeah,
as long as
it's
I've been
been
alive.
a
And,
couple decades ago.
and let's see, there's only a couple blue spots in Ohio, and that's Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, and part of Cincinnati,
Toledo, Ohio.
part of Toledo. But it's only
all the big
little
cities. Other
pieces.
than that, it's all red, dude.
Yeah.
Our governor's Republican. All of our representatives, the majority of our representatives are Republicans. Vast
Hmm.
majority. You know, we got Jim Jordan in my district.
Jim Jordan.
That's my congressman.
Yeah, we just got included on that there. I got the vote for old Jim.
You know who my representative is?
The Lord.
Who is?
Taylor Green.
Lovely. That's a winner. Well, don't feel too bad, folks. Mine is Kevin McCarthy, so just saying, it ain't getting better. Yeah, I know.
I was always
That guy is so full of shit. Every time I see him at a public event and he starts talking, especially when he starts talking about veterans, I'm like, dude, fuck yourself, man. I don't give a shit about you. Here's my thing. The only time people give a shit about veterans is war and politics. Or election time. That's the only time they give a shit about us, with a few majority of you guys. But the rest of the country don't give a fuck about us, man. That's just how I feel. Maybe others may not feel that way, but that's how I feel.
A bald's rep is Schumer. You got it pretty good, Mario.
Yeah, you got a point there.
Yeah, I was behind Marjorie Taylor Greene till she heckled Biden during the State of the Union address. I mean, you get to a point where you've got to respect the office, if not the office holder, and you just don't do that. And of course, I voted for her after that anyway, but maybe I shouldn't. But I did. I voted for her anyway.
She was expressing her First Amendment rights. So even though
Hey,
you
if
didn't
you
have to
can-
like, even though you didn't have to like it, she still expressed her First Amendment rights.
Well, she didn't go as far as Pelosi with her slow clap or ripping the speech up.
See,
Remember those?
there's a time and a place for everything, Gene, and during the State of the Union addresses, neither the time nor the place.
Oh, I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, shouldn't have done it, but the other side is that, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have been disrespectful like that, but
No, you don't stand up and scream fire in the middle of a crowded theater.
Tommy Boy's got a kind of an interesting question out there. How long has everybody had their carry permits? I got mine in '92. That's awesome. You've lived in the same place since '92. Um, I've been in Iowa for pushing 6 years now, something like that. And I got my carry permit within the first month of being here when I moved to Iowa. Prior to that, I was in Arizona and had a concealed weapons permit, even though I didn't necessarily need one. So, man, I've had mine for quite a number of years. I'd have to put some serious thought to that.
Yeah, we didn't need one in Georgia for the longest time.
Yeah, I got mine in 2008, and that was really just out of necessity because we had some sick individuals that were following military personnel. We even had a FBI agent do like a brief with us, telling us that we gotta watch for ourselves and stuff like that. So we ended up getting like an emergency permit through the county, and we got our permit within the next 48 hours. We got it, so it was pretty good. And ever since then, I've had it. So but it's a rarity where I live. But well, not in my county, but the rest of the state, it's pretty hard.
Yeah, even when I lived in California, I lived up in Tehama County, and it it was no problem there. But I mean, it didn't necessarily. I can't say that it would be for everybody because I also did some side work for the coroner's office and a few other things. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
had
really
a
based on your sheriffs and how they perceive the Second Amendment. Mine is guys used to be a freaking uh, Army infantry guy in Vietnam, so when he found out about this thing, he went out of his way to make sure we had permits. So, but I mean, we have like the highest CCWs out of everybody in the state, so it's pretty cool.
I've had mine about 7 years, 8 years, around 2014, 15. I got mine.
I got mine in 13.
I got
Yeah,
mine right after I retired in 2005. So I got it
about
then.
7 or 8 years too, somewhere in there.
I mean, in my businesses and my tattoo studios, I always had firearms. I always had a firearm in the desk, under the bench. You know, I just thought it was just time just to go ahead and get a carry permit so I could have one on me all the time.
Yeah, things went weird around 2012, 2010 around here, so I went and got my permit in 2013, and I've kept it up to date since.
Yeah, Tommy, we're constitutional carry here as well.
I still like having my permit on me though, even though it's constitutional carry. I mean, that's fine, but I'm not going to give up my concealed permit.
I'm not either.
One of the big things that you'll hear from a lot of people out there sometimes when you're fighting for constitutional carry is you'll have the instructors that cry about how their concealed classes won't go as well, they'll lose business, this, that, the other. You ain't losing shit. 9 times out of 10, people are still going out and getting a license anyway. They're still going through the training. That is one of the worst arguments I ever hear.
well here in Iowa, yeah, we became constitutional carry, but that does not necessarily mean that an FFL won't ask you for it, and they it's up to their discretion if they want to sell to you or not. So even though you may not have a permit, and I seen this firsthand at it was either a Shields or a Bass Pro, um, where the guy was getting ready to start filling out his paperwork, and or filling out his iPad, I should say. Uh, and the sales guy asked him, he's like, "Do you have your permit to purchase or your permit to carry?" And he's like, "No, it's supposed to be constitutional carry." He's like, "Yeah, but for me to sell to you, you still have to have it."
So there's a clause in the law then.
Then you don't freaking do business with them. I mean, seriously, that's just the way I look at it.
That's not a clause in the law. That's just FFLs choosing how they want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's up to them.
About Tommy Boy's comment, one thing people don't think of is if you don't have your permit, you can't carry in your car. In Georgia, your vehicle is considered an extension of your domicile. Even if you don't have a carry permit, you are entitled to protect yourself and your property.
Yeah. Know your own state laws.
I like having my concealed carry in Ohio because you walk into any gun dealer, big box, small box, no box, and if you've got that, you fill your form out and you cash and carry.
Right. Exactly, and that is why I will never relinquish my carry permit willingly.
Yep, I've been good all my life up to this point to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Don't lie like that, Gene. You've just been good at it.
Just haven't got caught.
Daniel even carries to the outhouse.
I ain't got an outhouse here. We just, go behind the tree or a bush.
I got it behind the garage.
Oh, Fuzzy, he's one of these rich guys. Got himself a covered plumbing outside. Keep that wind off of it.
Tommy boy, my initial permit was $75, but that was to do the background check as well, and it's $30 every time I renew it, and that's good for 5 years. So you're looking at what, $7 or $8 a year to be able to walk into a gun store and put your carry permit on the desk with your driver's license, fill out the form, pay the man, take your gun home with you.
Yep, and I make sure everything matches on my carry permit and my driver's license with my
Always.
address.
Yep.
Oh,
That
I think
way there's
another
no
cool
question.
thing Ohio also is doing now, veterans, 0 cost now for your concealed. Once you got it and renewing and everything, nada.
Well, on the first carry permit that I applied for here in Iowa, I walked in. They took my picture. I gave them my form and gave them my money, and they called me back a couple of days later and told me to come meet them at the department. So I went down to the department. And they're like, "Hey, aren't you the guy that called in that possible drunk driver, and then you tailed him until we caught up to him just the other day?" I said, "Yeah, that's me." He turned around to the secretary and said, "Give him back his $50 and give him a permit."
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Sweet.
Go ahead with yourself there, TJ Hooker.
Hey, you got to get on good terms with your local sheriffs because they're voted into office, and they know that the people of their county is the ones that hold their jobs. Or
Yes.
Art fires them.
Yes, and me and the district attorney we know each other pretty well. So
Well, on a professional basis.
yes, absolutely. Not that way, man. Seriously, man, you have to go there.
Well,
God, freaking Navy guys, man.
Well, Paul, considering that the guy about hit me head on, he really did not need to be on the road.
No, and I mean honestly, I've heard so many stories of drunk drivers killing people, man. So actually, kudos to you for that, man, because you could have saved a life. I mean, you could have just gone about your merry way and just say, hey, whatever. That guy almost hit me, but I'm good, But he could have gone maybe 2 miles down and killed somebody. So yeah, man. Yeah, when it comes to that kind of stuff, yeah, you have to be proactive on it.
Yeah, the last time I went up to Iowa, there was a guy. We were going through a construction zone, and he went flying by it, probably 90, 95, 100, easy. Went flying by everybody. I told myself, it's probably not going to be more than a couple of miles. He'll either be pulled over or he'll be on the side of the road. Not even a mile up the road, he hit 2 other cars and was freaking all over the place. His car was flipped over at least probably 3 or 4 times and was down the hill. Everton came to a dead stop. We were going at crawl speed going through there. I don't know if he was drunk or what, but he was easily doing probably 95 or 100 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
I hope nobody got hurt.
Oh, I guarantee you they did, man. The two cars that were off to the side were bashed up pretty good, and like I said, his car went over at least 3 or 4 times.
That's what you call a serious hit and run.
Fuzzy, it was really hard to get his license plate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everybody's talking.
Unfortunately, the problem that Alan has with that there, Fuzz, is where he was at is completely legal.
And I knew the fucker didn't have insurance.
Everybody's talking how much it costs to get their permits. I think I paid $50 for my class, and then it was another 50 or 60 for the application for it to get my first one. And then here where I'm at, it's $50 every 5 years to renew it. So $10 a year.
That's a lot better than most people, bro. You should be thankful.
I
No
am.
classes or anything here, Gene.
You know, we have here in Ohio, we have to take a concealed carry class. It's just 8 hours. You shoot 100 rounds of ammo, go through some videos and stuff, you know, a little testing here and there. But the guy made it really fun, and there was a big group of us. I went with almost an entire family that I'm friends with. They were all getting theirs, and I hopped into it with them. We all got a good deal on it. It was
Yeah,
okay.
most classes out here will run you about $100 somewhere in there. But
that's if you want the permit.
There's no requirement on round count or anything like that. The only thing that we're looking for is that you're proficient, that you know how to handle the firearm and you're proficient. You could shoot 10 rounds, and so long as I can tell you're proficient, you're good to go.
Yeah, we just kept reloading. We just kept reloading.
When I initially picked mine up here in Iowa, I was able. There had to be some type of certification class, but it wasn't. It did not need to be in person. There was no live fire involved. I was actually able to take a class from an Iowa State trooper that has his own website, and it was like an hour and a half to 2 hour course online. And so when I went to go turn in my paperwork, I just presented that certificate, and they're like, "Oh, that's good." Great. Now, when I renewed, I didn't have to take another course either. So that part of it may have actually even changed here in Iowa, where even that much training isn't required.
Right. The biggest thing with the course here is making sure you understand the laws and all that. That's the biggest thing. That's what the main things they go over. What to do if you get in that situation and that kind of thing. All right, folks, we're right around that 2 hour mark. We're gonna start going through the room. Daniel, what you got, brother?
I might put a video out in the next couple of weeks. I mean, hey, I'm starting to getting the itch to go out and shoot now. Life is good, so there's that. I know I haven't put anything out since just that one when I was out deer hunting in the last 3 months, and that's about it. But hey, it is what it is. But thanks for having me on, even though I was late. And it's nice seeing some of the old friends out there in the side chat. Peace out.
Absolutely. Always good seeing you, brother. Battle Beam, what you got, man?
Nothing much, man. Just doing a little bit of reloading and just working on these builds. So I'm definitely gonna take you guys' advice on that stuff and take a look at it again. Other than that, man, just getting ready for Christmas. And if I don't see you guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy Kwanzaa for all you guys out there that celebrate that. You know, Happy Hanukkah for all my Jewish people. Shalom. And that's all I got.
Awesome. Good seeing you, brother. Appreciate you jumping in. Jamie, what you got, man?
I got a ton of video ideas. I got some time off. Hopefully, I'll get one or two of them put out. Check us out Friday nights, 8 o'clock, Georgia Shooting Connection channel for the Georgia Shooting Connection Friday night live stream. Thanks for having me, Mr. Scotsman. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, brother. Always good to see you. We did have a question up there if there'll be a chat next weekend. Probably not, because it is going to be a Christmas weekend and probably be a lot of people just spending time with family, so probably not. Well, we will come back the following weekend. Gene, what you got, brother?
Oh, I got a lot. Thanks for having me on, Scotsman. I greatly appreciate it. Nice side chat tonight. Want to wish everyone happy holidays, and that'll just cover everything. Hope everybody has a wonderful time with friends and family. Get some nice stuff. This week coming up, I am doing the 7 guns of Christmas. Hashtag 7 guns. So I'll have one short every day starting tomorrow. Check them out. They're going to be fun. I did something a little different this time. Let's see. I'm going to finish up some 10 millimeter I got on the bench. I got about 200 more rounds to go, and I'm done with that. And I got about 1,000 rounds loaded and ready to go. And other than that, just going to hit the work this week and hope for a good one.
Awesome. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Yeah. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Hope you guys have a great Christmas, and hope everyone has a good time, gets lots of good food, and gets drunk and all that good stuff. And, don't kill yourselves while you're at it. There'll probably be a couple of videos this week. Try and get those done. A couple holster videos, like I said earlier, and we'll go from there. Allen will probably not have any videos, but he might not. You never know. Allen, what you got, brother?
Oh man, I got a lot of thanks for everybody that showed up. It's been a great evening for me. Greatly appreciate everybody on the panel and everybody out in the side chat. Been rolling really, really well out there tonight. Hopefully I will be, if I don't end up working 70, 75 hours this week, taking that out and putting some rounds through the brand new P320 BS. And, I might actually bring a goddamn tripod and camera with me, you whiny bitches. But nevertheless, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, and to my Hispanic friends, fleas on my dog. Never keep your
Feliz
magazine
Navidad, you ignorant fuck.
in the chamber.